Lucy. Wind it fast, honey. Wind it fast. Wind it faster.
Got him, Lucy.
What you got?
You got shark.
Let her get it. Let her get it.
I don't know if she can catch
What you got? Bring him up here on the bank. What is it?
a fish.
A fish? What you got?
A
What kind of fish is that? Huh? Come on, bring him up here. Look at this. Is that your first fish?
Yes, sir.
Come here, let me see. Come here. I want you to look over here and tell our friends at home we're going to have a good time today, to stay with us. Hey, we're on our first catfish outing for Lucy now. A catfish can sting you. We're going to sit here and try and catch a few of these catfish and have a good time, so you stay with me. I'm Hank Parker. You want to catch another one? Well, let's get this one off and we'll load up, okay?
Today, Hank and his family take us on a catfishing adventure. We'll also visit a little town in the Midwest inhabited by prairie dogs. And in a moment, Hank fishes an underwater island.
What fish is pulling? Got him foul hooked on the outside of his mouth. All right. Pretty good fish.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The house needs painting, the grass needs mowing. Where's he at?
Hi, this is Hank. Sorry I missed your call. Leave me your name and your number and I'll get back to you.
He's gone fishing.
Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine, featuring the only sportsman to ever win the BASS Triple Crown, the Bassmasters Classic, BASS Angler of the Year, and Super Bass 4.
I'm talking on this telephone, Angie, but this is your husband. If you remember what I look like, I hadn't been home in so long. But I'm standing on the stage here looking out at about 1,000 people at Super Bass, and I just won the tournament. There he is. A fish. Man, a nice fish. Hold on here, sugar dumpling. Good fish. All right. On the outside of the mouth. Don't you come off there. I want to catch you. Oh, yeah. Oh. A fish. Get the good fish on. Come here, boy. All right. How about that? Ha, ha, ha. Tell you what, I think we got some good fish here. We got a little island. It's actually a ledge that starts out about this point here where you have this buoy and runs right straight toward this old duck blind that we've got out here, and it falls off. And right here, it kind of makes a little bit of a point. And these fish seem to be holding just about where it makes the point. Some stumps in there. I've seen a few little shad jump, so evidently it's holding the bait. And those fish have got those shad pushed in against the stumps right on that little point. Seem to be wanting that crankbait. Oh, I love it. I could stand a few more of those. Woo. right, you fiery rascal. Every one of these fish I'm hooking on the outside. Of course, I got him double hook. Make sure if he pulled my middle hook out, I'd have a back hook in him. Well, he is hooked too. Come off of there, boy. Tell you what, submerged island's got some fish on it. I've caught them on this island all from the buoy really all the way out to the blind. But right there where I have the marker buoy put out is where the little point's made. The stumps are a little bit thicker right there. It seems to be the honey hole of the day, at least for the moment. Crow's having a harder time in this wind as I am. Well, I tell you, these underwater islands can be awful productive. The drawback of fishing an underwater island is like we have here today. You got all this wind. I prefer to fish in the slick water where it's calm and nice. But if you'll fight the weather, a lot of times they can be awful productive for you. I would have probably started off fishing this with a worm had it been slick, and I could have fished that worm right on the ledge and kind of felt my way over the point. But since the wind was blowing, I had to use the crankbait because I couldn't detect the strikes on a worm. But remember, even though you've got a lot of windy weather, there's other baits that will work on these underwater islands and they can be awful productive for you.
Next, an entertaining look at the American prairie dog when Hank is joined by outdoor writer Steve Price.
Wow, what in the world do they eat?
Little pieces of grass and greenery like this. I'm sure it gets tough in the dry summer like this. Earlier in the spring, you'll see them eating little flower buds and things like that.
And still ahead, an unforgettable adventure catfishing.
Don't let him break your line. Hold him, look at that, Lucy. Look what Bubba's got. He's got a giant. Look there. Be careful, Ben, he'll break your line. Pull him up there. Come on, let's go see what he's got. Come on. Huh?
You have to hold me. He might bite me.
What a cat. Think he'll bite you?
Can we give that?
Berkley makes a rod so sensitive you can feel a feather drop on the tip. It's called the Berkley Bionics, biomedically engineered to be the lightest, most sensitive graphite you've ever fished. Berkeley scientists have taken you apart muscle by muscle, cast by cast, to build a rod that significantly reduces wrist and forearm fatigue. A 100% high-energy graphite that casts like the wind. A rod that makes every strike register as a solid jolt. And a rod that can make you a better fisherman. Berkley Bionics, the best performing graphite rod you've ever fished, or your money back.
Why do I use original fish formula? Simple. Fish formula contains an oil base that perfectly duplicates the natural visual discharge given off by shad, crayfish, and most everything game fish feed on. The scent and taste detractors in the formula stay on my lure and live bait longer and at greater depth. Original fish formula absolutely helps me catch more and bigger bass than any other species I fish for. I just don't go fishing without original fish formula.
LCR 8000 from Humminbird, the liquid crystal recorder that makes charts obsolete. With features like totally automatic operation, total screen update, screen memory, and zoom and bottom lock with split screen viewing, the LCR 8000 does things charts can never do. Humminbird LCR 8000, the ultimate in fish finding technology.
Legend has it the color setting new standards for small outboard performance is black. Mercury Phantom Black. Fast, one pull starting. Smooth, fuel-efficient power. Super slow, super quiet trolling. Features that make your fishing and boating a fun-filled, hassle-free experience. Head out with a Legend. Head out with Phantom Black. Mercury Outboards. Put the legend behind you.
Here's Hank's tip of the week.
You know, a bass will position themselves to cover, whether it be logs or bridge pilings or boat docks or whatever. They'll position themselves against that cover. And when you make a presentation with your lure, a lot of times, for example, a leaning log or something, if you'll throw your bait beyond that log and get your boat in position where you can parallel that log, you'll keep your bait in a strike zone for a longer period of time. If you'll throw beyond it, back and forth and crisscross, you waste a lot of time. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. You see this little log we have here in the shallow water? Now the fish would probably be right up underneath that log. So what you would need to do is make a cast, go just beyond your cover, bring your lure back around. I think that'll help you out next time you go out. One thing I've noticed, you just kind of come out here in the wide open desert and all of a sudden here's a whole group of them. They live in colonies or groups or...
Yes, what we're seeing today is just a small remnant of what apparently, what it was like just 100 years ago. These things must have spread over hundreds, perhaps even thousands of acres.
Well, most of their housing and everything is underground. Like you got here, the little mound where you see them come up out of the mound, but actually their housing and everything's underground, isn't it?
That's right, Hank. This mound is built up, and it's actually almost an observation platform for them. But this tunnel will lead down 15 or 20 feet and then just branch out for 80 or 100 feet more into little bitty rooms. They have different bedrooms. They have storage rooms. Just a regular little family home underground. And it will go down, and then it will start somewhere back over here. It'll start to come up again, and it's like an air chamber. See, if it rains out here, that hole will fill up, but it'll only fill to a certain level.
Right, and then they come back up.
And this is where the groundhogs and the prairie dogs will go to get out of the rain.
Well, do they have more than one entrance, like going into their home? Now they can go in this hole, and the same prairie dog can come up over here out of another mound?
Quite probably, although not always. No two prairie dog houses are quite the same.
Steve, I don't guess there's any kind of a standard as to how many prairie dogs are in a town or a colony. It seems like it'd be hundreds or thousands, huh?
Yeah, it surely can vary, Hank, and even one single burrow like this may have as few as 3 or 4, or perhaps as many as 7 or 8, or even a dozen, I would guess. It depends on the overall size of the town, and you know, these prairie dogs get eaten by hawks and eagles and rattlesnakes and things like that, and the burrows themselves are even used by a lot of different animals.
Right, I knew rattlesnakes. I think that's kind of a hiding place for a rattlesnake. And what about coyotes? Is coyotes, I guess that would be a big predator too.
Yes, they certainly are, especially here in the Southwest, where the prairie dogs are still prevalent.
Right. He's sounding the alarm, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's not really sure what's happening. It's not an alarm per se. I think he's just kind of sounding off to let everybody know something's a little different around here. He's not sure if we pose any danger or not, though.
That's an unusual sound. I wouldn't have thought they would have made a noise like that. They remind me a lot of a rodent or a big rat or something, you know? The old name for them is whistle dogs, and I have heard them utter a real sharp, high-pitched bark. That's why I don't think he's really quite so alarmed. Do you want to see if we can ease around a little bit closer to him? His tone, I could tell his tone right before
there he went. You could begin to see his head turn, and he was getting scared. I'll bet, Hank, if we could just sit here and be just absolutely quiet, he'll come up in just a few minutes.
Sure. Let's see if he will.
All right.
Oh, daddies. It's a big. Okay. Get him up. Oh, don't let him throw Daddy's good rod in. You know, every once in a while there comes a product that has a real practical benefit to the fisherman. And I'm proud to say that Quick Kick's that kind of a product. No bells or whistles, Quick Kick is just the most innovative improvement to the troll motor since the foot pedal itself. Quick Kick, when attached to your foot pedal, secures the pedal in place. This will allow you to travel at high speeds in rough water without fear of damage to your boat or your trolling motor. Yet, at the same time, pivot from side to side with just a simple kick of the foot. This will allow you to position your pedal without bending over and using your hands. And best of all, Quick Kick is available for any size troll motor and all types of boats, from aluminum to fiberglass.
When ordering, be sure to specify the model of your trolling motor. Call toll-free or send $22.95 plus $4 shipping to Hank Parker's Quick Kick, Denver, North Carolina.
Quick Kick will give you more time for the important things.
There are 3 ways you can try moving closer to these fish. With a gas outboard, with a noisy electric, or with a quiet Minn Kota electric. To a fisherman, the choice is black and white. Minn Kota, the quiet power that catches fish.
When I'm out here on the lake, all the sun that I can take, and the warm wind blowing by me, think I'll stay. My bass boat's like a song, she's playing down and running strong, riding in a Ranger all the way.
You want to try and cast it? Come here and let Daddy help you cast it. Come on. Let me tell you how you do it now. What you do is you push this button and you hold it down. Watch Daddy. You see the catfish? Push the button and hold it down and bring your arm back. And then when you get it where you want it to go, when you get ready, just stop it and let it go. You think you can do that?
Yeah.
You weren't even watching. You silly.
I was watching.
You silly thing. Don't put your rod in the water. You weren't even watching. All right. Just stop it right there and you let Daddy set it over here. And will you watch the line for me and tell me if you're getting a bite?
Sir.
Can you tell?
Yes, sir.
All right. You watch the line for me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Look here. Here's a catfish. Come here and catch your catfish. Ooh. Oh, he's pulling, Lucy. Catch him, honey. Catch him. Wind him fast. Wind him. Wind him. Oh, he's going to get in this rod. Wind him. Wind him in. Wind him in. You got a big one. You can. You can. Go ahead. You can do it. What you got? Oh, look at him, Lucy. Oh, no, you got a big one. What you got?
Can't make it.
You can't make it. You can. Come on. You got him? Come on. Come on. Don't let him have slack line. He'll come off. What you got? Did you get him? All right.
Your hair?
He pretty? Isn't he pretty? You want to put him on the stringer?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me show you how to take him off. Watch this. Look at this, Lucy. He wants to roll around. Watch this. Wait a minute.
I just ran.
Okay. All right. What you gonna do? Get me some bait? You know what we caught that fish on?
Yes, sir.
What?
A hot dog.
A hot dog.
I found one.
No, we've got a stringer already out there. Watch out.
I that hurt him.
No, it didn't hurt him. He didn't even know that was in there. Well, Lucy, you've caught 2. Bubba's caught 1. Daddy hadn't caught any.
Uh-oh.
How about that?
That scared me.
Huh? Did it scare you?
Yes, sir. I'll catch another one now.
Let's catch another one now.
Okay.
All right, wait a minute. Let's pick it up. Watch your foot. You're standing on the line. There we go.
What are you doing, Daddy?
Lucy, little Lucy, sweet little girl is she. My little Lucy, you mean the world to me. Lucy, little Lucy, when you grow up, you're still gonna be your daddy's little Lucy. You mean the world to me. Now Lucy can make you laugh when she wants to. She's got that little twinkle in her eye. And there's a certain magic in her dimpled smile. It makes you wanna hug her, but you don't know why. Lucy, little Lucy, when you grow up, you're still gonna be your daddy's little Lucy. My sweet Lucy, you'll always be daddy's little Lucy. I'm glad God gave you to me.
Dad, we're gonna have to quit. We're gonna have to get a tow truck to take these home for us. A tow truck. They weigh about 100 pounds. We gotta go to a commercial, but we'll be right back. Look at there and say, we've got to go on a commercial, but we'll be right back, okay?
We built a commercial. We'll be right back.
Tell them bye.
Bye.
That's good. We'll catch a fish while they're gone, okay?
Go for it with Ryobi. Tough, dependable reels for any kind of fishing. Ryobi. There's never been a better reason to go fishing.
You're looking at the high-technology laser system Berkley uses to make trilene fishing line. The line that's stronger than the rest. The line Jack Chancellor fished to win the Bassmaster Classic. Mike Folkstead used to win the U.S. Open. The line that set over 1,000 world records in the past 2 years. And the line that guarantees satisfaction or your money back. Fish Trilene. Berkley Trilene. America's extra strong premium monofilament.
It's hard to believe a line that thin can be so strong. Why do I use original fish formula? Simple. Fish formula contains an oil base that perfectly duplicates the natural visual discharge given off by shad, crayfish, and most everything game fish feed on. The scent and taste detractors in the formula stay on my lure and live bait longer and at greater depth. Original fish formula absolutely helps me catch more and bigger bass than any other species I fish for. I just don't go fishing without original fish formula.
Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine is looking for kids. America's missing and exploited kids. If you believe you have information that could lead to the location and recovery of one of these missing children, please help. Call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. 1-800-843-LOST. Let's find America's kids.
Look at Bubba. Look at him, Lucy. Let's go see what he's got. Come on. Look at that. What's Bubba got, Lucy?
He got one like I did.
What you got, Ben?
There. Was it a little bit lower my other
I think so. Boy, that's a pretty one, though.
Can't believe I'm catching these big ones.
Tell me how it happened. How'd you catch him?
Well, I had it over there and I had me a big old bite. It was sticking my rod like that.
Did you rod like that?
Yes, sir.
What kind of bait were you using?
Stuff you just let loose.
Shrimp?
Yes, sir.
Well, that is good. Don't I tell you what, these are going to be good eating.
Yes, sir.
What's Mama going to think of this, Lucy?
I mean, we're going to eat them. We're going to eat them.
Yeah, man.
Mom say they're pretty.
They say they're pretty. You want to tell Ben congratulations?
Congratulations to get that back.
You're a sweetheart. Well, I tell you what, we've got some pretty catfish, and Mama's really going to be proud of us, don't you think?
What?
Huh? What's he saying to you? Look over here and let's tell everybody at home that we've got to go, but we sure are glad they were with us today.
Can we catch one time?
Catch one more time?
Yes.
I tell you what, Ben, we've got to go home. Fry up some catfish where we can have supper. Look over there and tell everybody thank you for being with us today. Say, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for being with us today.
Say, God bless you.
God bless you.
I'm Hank Parker. You're Lucy Parker. All right, let's go.
Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine, sponsored by 100% high-energy graphite rods from Berkeley Bionics. Fish formula, we fool Mother Nature. Humminbird depth sounders. Mercury outboards, put the legend behind you. Minn Kota, quiet power catches fish. Ranger boats, we still build them one at a time. Ryobi, there's never been a better reason to go fishing. And Trilene, extra strong.
The house needs painting, the grass needs mowing. Where's he at?
Hank, this is Tom. You told me to call you when they're biting. They're biting.
Gone fishing.